Hi everybody, it's Ann popping on behind my apron. It is kind of a crazy weird summer day here, but I just thought it would be a perfect day to get some things out of the freezer and make a seafood, so it's lobster and crab roll. So that's what I'm doing. So first step is I just have here in my big steamer, I'll take the lid off, I'll lift them up. So some lobster tails and some crab that I just took straight from the freezer that I'm going to steam. And I just steam them until they're bright orange. So I will wait for that to happen and I'll show you. Okay, so they've been steaming for 12 minutes. So this is what they look like now. So you can see the bright orange color. So I will let them cool a little bit so that I can handle them, and then I will start taking all of the great meat out of the shells. Okay, so it's cool enough, I think, now to kind of touch. So I really like using these kitchen shears when I'm taking seafood out of shells. So on a lobster tail, I'm just gonna cut down the sides close to the side of the shell with the shears. And then you can just peel up the shell like that and expose the tail, which is what I want, which is still pretty hot to touch here. So I will be pulling all of this lobster tail meat out, but it's really pretty hot. And then when I'm dealing with crab legs, I just take a leg like this and I like to snap them. So snap them like that, because when you do that and you gently pull, then there's a really great piece. Looks like I need to snap it down here too, or take a scissors and cut so that it stays in that great piece, so that you don't have all little tiny pieces when you are making your seafood salad. So I'm gonna get all the meat out of the shells and in the bowl before we go on. Okay, so here's all the crab and the lobster that I've pulled out of those shells, and now let's make the rest of the salad. Okay, I'm gonna start with a teaspoon of Pampered Chef's all-purpose dill mix, sprinkle that over the fish, and then I'm gonna use the citrus press because I absolutely love it, and I'm going to just take a lemon and half of a lemon, and we're going to put it right here in the press, because this will juice all this fresh lemon juice over top of the fish. And then we are gonna add a couple cloves of garlic. These cloves are tiny, so hopefully there will be, oh yeah, there's some garlic there. And cut off the garlic. Then I have 1 stalk of celery. So I'm just gonna put those in cubes, and I'm gonna use Pampered Chef's food chopper. And actually, I'll just put it in the cap because that makes it really an easy way to do it. I don't know if you guys, do you chop in the cap of the food chopper, or do you always put it on the board? Whoops, moved the, because what's really cool is then you can open it from the middle and have that to add right there to the recipe. So I'll grab out, I'm not quite sure how much I want yet, so I'm not gonna do the rest of that. And then you don't have to add Tabasco, but I add just a couple shakes of Tabasco. And then you have 2 choices. Some people like a mayo-based seafood salad, or you can just drizzle a little butter over it. Kind of depends on if you're wanting to serve it really like cold, like a cold seafood salad, or if you're wanting to do more like a seafood lobster roll with drizzled butter. But I'm going to do the mayo base because I'm doing these chilled. So I'm just gonna blend the lemon juice, the celery, the garlic, and the dill that I've already added in here. And then I will probably, with this amount of seafood, I'll probably start with like a half a cup of mayo. and I don't want it sloppy, okay? And then I just bought some bigger hoagie rolls, and we'll slice them. Some people like to put some lettuce, some tomato, and then the seafood. It's totally up to you. I just promise you will enjoy it, and it's really pretty fast. What takes the longest is picking the seafood out of the shells. So enjoy it.